Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
Crunchyroll
so-
only. It's not like it's a collaboration.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, Tower of Simp is like, Tower of God
Tower
is like
of what?
Tower. It's like high
Tower
school.
of Sin.
Tower Soup. Because I'm just like, wait, is someone gonna call out what he just said?
That is. Hello and welcome, my friends. We are reviewing God of High School Episode 1, and I'm joined by Chigo, Yuri, and Ajax. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yo, I'm Ajax Yeet Skeeter boys. Let's go.
I am Yuri Lowell.
俺はチーゴだ。行くぞみんな。
Wait, what? What did you just? Were you just speaking Japanese?
Let's us focus on the video.
The task
Oh
at
yeah,
hand.
on the current
Right.
topic.
We're talking about
Which is
God of
God
High
of High
School.
School.
Bleach is for
Simp of
another
high
time.
school.
Simp of high school. Oh my god.
All right, so how did you guys like the episode?
Who
Mike,
wants
you
to go
first.
Oh, I go first?
Who wants to go 1st
I'll go first. So,
You will go first.
I'll go first, Ajax.
Okay, you'll go first.
Yes. First impressions, I really liked the intro. The opening was a banger. I got hooked on it on the intro. When I saw the animation and the style of it, it really intrigued me on how it was very cheesy, but also very awesome at the same time. I think that's how I could describe my first impressions of God of High School. It's very cheesy, but very fun at the same time.
It felt like a Thor spinoff to me. It felt like a spinoff of Thor from Marvel. Or a Green
Thor.
That's
Lantern
interesting.
spinoff. Like it felt like an
Really?
intro to a Marvel comic.
Oh, right, the beginning.
Okay. Fair enough.
The beginning for me felt like a movie, just like general, like it felt like the beginning of a film, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
It gave me that very theatrical experience at first. So I did like that. It was interesting.
What about you, Platt?
Well, like the beginning was like it was quite confusing at first. I was like, okay, we're starting off with like these random guys, and you know they just got obliterated, which was a pretty fun start. That huge X, I don't know what the deal is with that thing. Chigo, you might know something about that, obviously.
Yeah, so the thing about it is, and this is stuff that I learned after watching the first episode, which this kind of is going to lead into a couple things, but we'll start with the beginning. So the thing about the first episode is that it's missing a lot of stuff.
See, that's what I was told.
Yeah, it's missing. So from its webtoon, right? So for those that might not know, right? God of High School, it's based off of a webtoon, something that became pretty popular as of recent, but it's been fairly popular for a while now. It's really starting to get traction. Yeah, and this in particular, so for example, right, we have Tower of God, which just came out and just finished its first season, and
Tower of Simp?
kind of had, Tower of God. The Tower of Simp. and and that had kind of the same deal. Like some stuff was taken out of the episodes that were in the actual webtoon, but I did not as much as this first episode for God of High School, to be honest. Like there's a lot of context missing and a lot of like backstories that's supposed to happen in the very beginning, which I was kind of surprised by, because I'm like, because the way that it's being handled, I mean, so far, like this is only the first episode, right?
Yeah.
So it leads into a theory of mine, which also is leading into a hope of mine. And my theory is basically that they're probably going to do what Tower of God did. So if you've seen this, first of all, spoiler warning to an extent, but basically in Tower of God, you kind of just go through and experience what's happening, and then towards the end of the first season, you get this big, huge backstory on the context behind what was happening. And you find out that this was all a part of someone's plan. I'm not going to say who, no character names, nothing. My guess and my theory is that God of High School might do the same thing, to where we are going to see everything happen for what it is, right? And then maybe an episode later or so, we might get like the context and like the backstory or whatever to explain everything. Because otherwise, it'd be kind of crazy if they just kind of skip over stuff and don't even give like what's missing from the webtoons, if you know what I mean.
Right. I hear what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
basically like a cliffhanger sort of way.
Kind
But
of.
also, you got to remember this too. Mainly, people who watch anime have not read the manga, which is seen a lot anymore. So that's another reason why I think they're doing it too. That would make sense.
So what you're saying is, Chigo, is that this anime, obviously, in a nutshell, they haven't shown what they were supposed to show, but, you know, in the long run, you're saying they will show everything later.
Not necessarily, as in like I don't have any confirmation of it.
You're just
but
this is an assumption, of course.
This is a theory based off of how Tower of God was handled, and this is also a hope because if they like leave out all like the super important stuff, that's gonna explain to us why characters we're meeting and who these characters are and stuff. Because to be honest, like just to give you guys food for thought, can you say that you genuinely understand all these characters, or at least one of these characters? Like, do you guys feel like these characters were well established in that first episode? What do you guys think?
For me personally, I did not feel like they were well established at first because of we just got introduced to these characters.
I just accidentally left the app.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
No problem, Ajax. Back to what I was saying before, talking to Chigo. I felt like they weren't established well enough. We just basically get seen with the main character, Danahan. Then we get seen with Kira. It's basically like it felt rushed to me. When I look at an anime for the first time, I want to know what's the motivations behind it. I want to know its backstory, its context, its design on how it came to be. I want to see. That's what I look for when I'm in an anime. It's pacing, because the first episode's pacing didn't look very good to me, but at the same time, though, it was meh at best.
I can respect that opinion. I can
thought it was a good opening.
I thought it was enjoyable.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think I want to draw like the line with that. So I think that what it comes down to is the animation's so pretty. The series has got high energy. It's super funny. It's super fast paced and action packed. Like that can be enjoyable in itself.
However,
yes, and a good example is something dragged out isn't bad either. Look at Bleach.
Exactly.
The first season of Bleach is horrible. I'm sorry. The first season of Bleach is all dialogue. It just, but then it gets better.
Right, but sometimes like that's where it shows like there's like a middle ground with that. So like where it can be
really
high, fast and energetic, and like also have really good pacing and give like context to things. And with this first episode, kind of like what Yuri said, I feel like the pacing was all over the place, because like first, we got this is random characters that might be important later. Something bad happens to these guys that were on the beach. Now we skip to this main character, which we suddenly get like a flashback for, which this is without us knowing anything about him. Like we really don't know anything, and then but we get like this backstory flashback dream sequence where that's his grandpa, and those two were probably close, right? And then, he's waking up. Time to go. And that whole sequence was hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
That man looks very familiar.
Oh, you mean the main character?
Yeah, his grandpa. For some reason, he feels very familiar. I don't know. I guess that's just me.
I feel like he does have like a very specific design that maybe some other series has done something similar. I feel like, I think I can agree on that. But then, like, boom, like, this is our main character, but we really don't know too much about him. Then, boom, we get introduced to this other character, and all we know about her so far is, she likes strong people. That's cool. But they have this chance encounter where he crashes into her, and in like 2 seconds, we're working together now, which is funny.
He turned her into a simp to Robin, just like that.
Like, because just like so quickly, like, now we're working together because of the sob story or whatever. And then we get this other character who, at this point, I'm dubbing as Ichigo with black hair. And
that guy really does feel like Ichigo.
And the thing is like with him is the episode in the beginning really tries to build him up, because like they show him in at his job, and now he's like walking just listening to
Just chilling
that
as well.
other live streamer or whatever. Which, ironically enough, they live in the same city. That almost never happens. But yeah, so they're showing him off, and then eventually he gets involved and he knocks out the guy trying to get away, and suddenly, oh, we're all friends now. And then we jump to the tournament, and it was like so quick. Like
It was
boom,
really
boom,
quick.
boom, boom, boom.
Fast paced.
Pacing is very
It was
fast.
really quick.
And while
Well
there's
done about
nothing,
that.
there's nothing wrong with having high energy, which this series definitely has that, and that's what still is going to keep me invested. Even though this first episode, I'm kind of like all over the place with how I feel about it, but I'm still gonna watch the next episode. Like I'm still gonna be like, let's see what happens next.
And the one thing I liked about the fight scenes too
Mhm.
is that the fight scene at the last half
Yeah.
was like none of those were all like real fighting moves. There was like no research really needed to be done because I felt like a lot of them were basic hand-to-hand moves.
Yeah.
I would like
The only two I felt like were more like something that we need research on was the wrestling scene we saw with the bubblegum chick
Mhm.
and the yellow tube top, and then like
That
the
one
one
was
with the
interesting.
wood katana.
I would like to pick up where Ajax left off. I like the moves that on how fluid and how they were really implemented into the tournament, into the battle royale free for all. It felt like you were actually seeing action from one end to another, saying, "Oh, who's gonna pull off this move? Who's gonna pull off another
It
move?"
felt like you were in an actual mosh pit.
Literally.
Yeah, and I loved it. I love that.
The animation really complemented
It is
the different fighting
beautiful.
styles.
The animation
100%.
is absolutely
Yeah.
The
stunning.
fast hand-to-hand pace mixed in with the animation blends very well with the art style.
Mhm.
And with the high energy that it has, like all of it just complements each other. Like
The
all
character
of these
designs
aspects.
are astounding.
And I love the fact that just everybody knows how to fight. Like everybody.
Oh, yeah. It's
I've seen it
everyone
on
wants
Twitter
to
like
show-
5 times already.
What I think
Right.
it is with this first episode of God of High School is I think it's going to be hit or miss for a lot of people. It depends. Like it depends on what you were looking for as far as watching this first episode, because this is really only the first episode. So right now, for me personally, I'm still giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to let like this pacing issue, like, oh, now I'm off of the show because the episode was too quick for me. No, and I'm probably going to be checking out the webtoon at this point, like in detail, just because like I want to see what might not be shown yet and what maybe will come up. Hopefully, at least that's my theory, will come up in later episodes. Because if they don't do it in the anime and they don't cover that stuff, I'll be kind of sad about it, to say the least. But this is, again, it's just the first episode. I'm gonna keep an open mind. True. Episode 2 will be coming, and hey, could be really good, you know.
That cliffhanger, though. That cliffhanger. Oh man.
The cliffhanger was a very nice touch. In my
yeah,
opinion.
how do we all feel about that? Because
it just ended so
it was
abruptly,
so abrupt
but at the
for
same
me.
time,
Yes, it was so abrupt for me.
I got a
It had a
rush
good
of
cliffhanger.
energy as soon as that episode ended. And
Bro,
was
I
like,
had to
screaming, "Where is episode 2?" Like, oh my god, man.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Holy
My
smokes.
reaction was more goofy in the sense that I was so thrown off by it. I was like, wait, it's over? What?
What's going on?
What? Because I talked about this with a friend because I watched it with a friend, and I was like, yo, I would have expected them to have the cliffhanger be at where this new fighter suddenly walks in, or maybe like when these two were about to start fighting, not mid-fight. So I was so thrown off by it. I was like, wait, what? Nani? That was the end of the episode? What?
Nani?
I was so thrown off by it. But not like in a bad way, just like I just didn't expect it at all. I was just more shocked, if anything. I was like, what?
I wasn't expecting that ending either.
Right. It was so out of left field, but it's a heck of a way to end the first episode. I'll say that much.
Like, everything is just action packed. Like, I love the fighting. It's just beautiful.
To throw, yeah, go ahead.
Studio Mappa is doing a great job, and they have a lot on their plate, which is very surprising. They are doing Attack on Titan, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And
this is the studio that's doing AOT season 4.
yeah,
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
So we know
So
that
you
they
can
just
imagine
them.
the Attack on Titan fans that are watching this, yo,
they
get
have
ready.
a lot on their plates,
Yeah, you're in
and
for
they're
a treat.
also
Ready.
doing
Go in for a treat, trust me.
they're also
Attack on
doing
Titan fan.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
good.
yes. I forgot about that. Jujutsu Kaisen I am excited for because I wanted to read the manga for quite a couple of years now.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
going to pick the sim. the chick. I have to say the lady simp.
Lady simp. Oh my god, is that what you're gonna call her? Lady simp?
Yeah, I'm gonna call her lady simp. I'm not calling her you. I'm calling her lady simp.
Word.
I think Han is my favorite so far. Well, I mean Jin is pretty cool too, though.
Han is like the frickin' Chad of this.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Han's a
All I
badass.
see is Ichigo. That's why I like him.
Yeah, he gives off that Ichigo
He looks like
vibe.
Ichigo, but has the strength of Chad.
He's got a strength of Chad.
hair,
Yeah,
Yo,
I can see that.
Yeah, he's a mix of Chad and Ichigo.
Yo, this is their in an alternate universe where these two learned the fusion dance from Dragon Ball.
Now all we need is the Mexican music, the Cinco de Mayo music going on.
I was
Alright.
thinking of a Espada theme.
So God of High School opening, the first opening. Well, I guess there's only going to be one opening. So, what would you rate
first
it
season.
out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.5
7.5.
for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a straight 9.
Same here.
I like the dubstep. Not everybody's into dubstep, which is understandable.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not into
It's
it.
down to personal preference.
There's select for me. That opening was banger as shit.
I'm giving it a straight solid 9.
I will give it a 7. Just a
7?
straight up 7. Mhm.
All right,
I
cool,
don't
cool.
dislike it. I will say that.
All right. And what about the ending?
So Andre and Mike
But
are
the
giving
ending
it,
theme.
or Platinum and Mike are giving it a 9. Me and Chico are giving it a 7-ish.
But yo,
Interesting.
that ending theme.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to give that. I'm gonna have to give that
theme, though.
Whew,
That was really nice.
those chill vibes. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
give that an 8
Oh,
or
yeah.
9. I'm like in between with that, so maybe 8.5 or something. Because like
Same.
it's pretty
8.5.
good. It's pretty freaking good. I like it. It's chill. I dig it.
Yeah, that ending theme is like a straight 10 for me.
Word. I think ending theme's taking the W here.
I feel like this anime is heavily, like the way they did it. It feels heavily inspired by Tekken, the game Tekken.
Oh,
Or
I
Street
see what
Fighter.
you mean. I see what you mean with
by
Tekken.
that.
With Tekken
Heavily
specifically.
inspired by the
Mhm.
video game Tekken. I from the soundtrack to just the way everything moved in the anime. Just look.
And the Battle Royale system
I was
being
legit
very
watching
popular
some
right
gameplay.
now. Uh-huh.
I can also throw this out there that this series nailed IRL so well. Like the live streams and everything, bro. They nailed it. They nailed
The
it.
Bubblegum Girl
portrayal.
reminded
That
me
was
of
awesome.
Jury. Bubblegum Girl gave me Jury vibes from Street Fighter.
Bubblegum Girl is like a big favorite right now.
Same.
She reminds me of Jury from Street Fighter just because of the outfit, like the very what's the term for it? It has a lot of skin to it.
For
You know what I
me,
mean? Skimpy. That's the word I'm looking. It's
My
a very
favorite
skimpy
character?
2000s vibe to it.
my favorite character has to be Kira. I'm sorry. I gotta go for Lady Simp.
Lady Simp. it
Lady
is.
Simp.
What? Lady Simp. Oh my god.
I gotta go
Oh
for
my
Lady
goodness.
Simp.
Yeah,
I'm
she likes
sorry.
she likes those muscles, bro.
If this
I'm
name
sorry.
actually gains traction, I'm gonna cry.
I am sorry.
Lady Simp.
People just address her as Lady Simp in the community.
I gotta go for Lady Simp because she's gonna be a badass in the near future. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Also,
They're gonna call her Simp Senpai when she finally becomes like a savage.
Senpai.
Simp
Give me your juices.
Yo, but freaking, I loved the different weapons. There was one dude that had like a bow staff. There was another dude, the nunchucks guy. I loved him. It sucks the way that he went down, but he was cool
Yeah.
for like a split second. He was cool. I was like, oh hey, he's doing his thing. Oh wait, now he's down. That was interesting. Now, what about freaking dude who was just nothing but kicks and he just kind of party crashed the
the
whole
jail
thing?
mate? You mean Fresh Fish?
Whatever his
Yeah.
name. I forgot what his name was. Is that his name? Is that his name?
I think so.
I'm calling him Fresh Fish because
My
that's what you
man's
call
Fresh fish.
that's what you call free booty in prison.
My man's
So-
walked in like freaking Madara on the war and said, "What's good?
Walked in like
What's poppin'?"
Madara.
Like,
Yeah, he's just taking everybody out.
he was just smacking everybody. I'm just like, whoa, okay. If this dude actually becomes like, I don't know,
he walked in
the main
all
villain,
confident,
like the villain, or I don't know, just like a reoccurring character, that'll be interesting because he seems strong, and I'll give him that much.
What are your thoughts on Jin as the MC? Like, how does he feel to you?
Go
so
ahead,
far,
Chico.
he's interesting. He's pretty funny.
He gives me a K-pop vibe. I don't like K-pop, but I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting individual.
I'm not gonna lie, and it's mainly because of the facial expressions the show gave him. I kind of think of Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! From the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime.
You need me to do a smile real quick?
Because some of his facial expressions were just like them. Yeah, like the freaking smiles and junk.
Mm-hmm.
That one line where he was like, "Omoshiroi!" Like, bro, his facial expression there was so similar. I was dead, bro. I was crying. So
I could do a straight up like Joey Wheeler face too.
Right, like the Joey, he's the reason why so many memes, bro. So this dude's probably gonna be like a meme face guy, I'm pretty sure. So I'm kind of looking.
I want to know what's up with his eyes.
He sees stars, you know. He can see the universe.
The stars.
He's woke, okay? He's woke.
He's seen everything.
He has that third eye opening.
Exactly.
Do those
okay?
eyes have an ability? Do you know, Chigo?
Just he is the son of Yuha Bak.
All right.
And he can see the future.
See into the future.
He can see.
All right. That's cool.
He's 46 and 2. He's the evolution of mankind.
All right. So, in general, out of 10, what would you rate the God of High School episode? The first
7.5.
Say again?
7.5.
7.5.
8 for me.
8 for you?
You said 9 before.
Wait, for which one?
No, that was for something else, I think.
No, that was for the opening and ending themes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give that an 8.
I'm actually just going to go ahead and give it a 7 for the time being, as far as the episode's concerned. Okay. We gotta, but the overall series, we will wait and see.
Black card!